It's a bright and beautiful Sunday morning, May 28th, 2023, and the streets of Champlain, New York here on Church Street are being lined with some parade watchers. The parade won't be here for another 15-20 minutes or so. We're up here on the podium with Master of Ceremonies, Jack Dawson, and we got some of the Sisters of the Daughters of Charity of the Sacred Heart arriving. They're celebrating 200 years of sisterhood. The sisters came here in 1906, and they've no longer here, obviously, but they came here at St. Mary's for the school when the St. Mary's School opened. Prior to that, for a short period of time, right beyond that truck here, there was a meat locker that we know it as, but Mr. St. Maxon, the Ponchal St. Maxon, ran a school there for a brief period of time. But in 1906, the nuns came here and started St. Mary's Academy, and it went on to 2012, although the sisters, that particular order of sisters had moved on and weren't able, they did serve here for as long as they had the numbers to do it. So we've got 4 sisters who are showing up. I think that one that Jack was just shaking hands with is the chief. I'm not quite sure what her title is, but Jack will know when he introduces her. Let's listen to Jack.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 54th edition of St. Mary's Parade and St. Mary's Bazaar. The first thing we should do is thank those that have made our parade, etc. possible. We'd like to begin by thanking our parade sponsor, Riley Ford, who donated $2,500 to the parade.
Thank you, ladies.
We hope you will join us up on the bazaar grounds afterwards, where Goss Chevrolet sponsored our inflatables. The Knights of Columbus is our concession sponsor, and Woodman of the World, our sausage booth sponsor. We'd like to also thank Stewart Shops, who donated the delicious hot dogs, and Valero for donating the hot dog buns. I'd like to start off by introducing those that are on the podium. I'm first going to introduce the judges for today's parade. And I do that first so that I can explain to you how the judging will work. On the table that is closest to the road is the Honorable Thomas Tremblay, the supervisor of the town of Champlain. The Honorable Mark Henry, chair of the Clinton County Legislature.
From Area 3, Shazy, part of Beekmantown.
Mark is a member of Sacred Heart Parish in Shazy. And Miss Pat Carey, who is a parishioner of St. Patrick's and a member of their parish council.
And the 1962
so it looks
graduate.
Like we have the 3 different parishes represented. Now let me run through how they're going to do the judging. First of all, there will be a number of divisions. They are namely overall participant, best fire department, best themed participant, best corporate participant, best youth participant, best automobile participant, and best band participant. They will be judged on these categories: effort, appearance, originality, and participation. Each of these units are here representing their own organizations. Please give them a big, big welcome as they come by us. Thank you. I now would like to introduce the others on the podium.
So far,
we have, of course, our own Mr. Calvin Castine, who is currently our Clinton County Legislature from this district, as well as Hometown Cable, who is doing the taping of this event.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We have or had Mrs. Janet McFrederick.
There she is.
Standing on the sidewalk.
The mayor.
The mayor of our beautiful village of Champlain. She has done an outstanding job to beautify the village as well as the workings of the village board. We have our lay minister, a lay minister from our parish, Mrs. Pat Glad, who is in charge of the religious education at St. Mary's, as well as any other thing that happens to come about. Welcome, Pat.
There's somebody sitting in a golf cart, too.
If you can see the individual hiding in the golf cart, that is our pastor, Father Lewis.
Clyde Lewis.
I'd also like to introduce to you the four, I think, of the original sisters who came here 100 years, more than 100 years ago. It would have been 100 years in 2006.
Not them, though.
No, they were not in amongst the first group, and we aren't even going to say that they were even in the second group. So I'd like and have spent numerous hours here at St. Mary's and St. Mary's School, for which this bazaar and therefore the parade was originally intended to support. They are Sister Elaine Boyer. Sister.
Long-time principal here.
She was a principal here for a number of years. Glad to see her back. Sister Marianne Gower was also a principal here. Sister Marianne. Sister Bonnie Cote, who student and a long-time parishioner here. Her family was were parishioners here for many, many years. And finally, Sister Juanita Durgan, the former provincial of the Sisters of the Charity of the Sacred Heart. Welcome. I'm glad to see you back. At this time, we're going to ask Buffy Merrill, our organist for here and in charge of the music ministry here and in St. Pat's and Rouse's Point, to sing the national anthem. Please stand and remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Perfect timing. It's 12:15 and the parade is coming around the corner.
Buffy Merrill, thank you for all you do for our parish.
Temperature will probably hit into the low 80s today. We have been up and down on a roller coaster for this spring, and it looks like we're going to have a stretch. We're going to go from frost warnings last week in various locations to 90 degrees by the end of this coming week. This is, of course, Memorial Day weekend. This is always on the Sunday. It's been doing this, except for the COVID years, for since I think 67 or 68 was the first one. And back then we had the Maislin brothers, and they provided hockey stars and other people for the Grand Marshals. So this parade started off with a bang all those years ago.
First leading off our parade, Clinton County Sheriff's Office with Sheriff David Favreau, leading Sheriff's Unit number 232. Always helps us out. Welcome, David.
It is indeed the sheriff. This tradition started with our friend Russell Trombley was sheriff of Clinton County.
Dave says that we have some great weather, and indeed we do. I'm not so sure he's taking credit for that, but if he is, thanks, Dave.
I wish I could.
I was marching proud from 912 in Rouse's Point.
Next is American Legion Montgomery Post 912. The color guard, Rouse's Point American Legion Montgomery Post 912, serving Rouse's Point and Clinton County for 103 years. Welcome, thank you, and thank you for your service.
And I'll be busy with them tomorrow as we go to all the grave sites in the town of Champlain and village of Rouse's Point and village of Champlain.
Order! Arms! Forward!
Next we have our Grand Marshals. For this year's theme, they are in a Riley Ford vehicle.
I have some edits for you. Edits and no-shows. They're all numbered.
All right, who's the Grand Marshals?
The theme for this year's parade is Women in Service. In the car are Ashley Whitty, an Air Force Second Lieutenant, Aircraft Maintenance Officer, Senior Airman from 2018 to present, Field Systems Repair, and lastly, Elaine Rochester Cloutier, rank E4, U.S. Army, 1979.
I know Elaine.
Where she served for 6 years. She was an administrative specialist and received honorable discharge in 1986. They're being driven by Riley Ford. Next.
Whoop. Champlain Fire Department with John Fillion. Thank you for supporting our new fire station project, it says. And I'm not sure if that,
Engine 141
that's what's blowing
of the
across the
Champlain
road
Fire
or not.
Department. This is a 2004 KME engine. It carries 1,500 gallons of water and has a pumping capacity of 2,000 gallons per minute. This is the first dual engine for fire calls within the Champlain Fire District. Now, just as an aside, this vehicle can pump 2,000 gallons a minute. If you want to know what that means if you have a standard bathtub at home, it will fill that bathtub 48 times in a minute. 48 times in a minute. If you've got a shower, average shower of 25 gallons, it would fill your shower 80 times in that minute. Pretty impressive. It is the response to neighboring communities as well as mutual aid. It is the second dual vehicle. The first one that just went by is the first dual vehicle. That means that they are going to be the first and the second ones on a call out. Next is Tanker 144. It's a 2015 Peterbilt. It's a 4 guys tanker. By the way, that's not 5 guys, 4 guys tanker. And it also carries 3,000 gallons of water. Does 750 gallons a minute. It responds to calls in areas where there are no fire hydrants. That's why it is carrying so much water. And to any other neighboring communities who haul water to fire scenes. Rescue Truck 147, a 2009 Peterbilt Horton Heavy Rescue. It carries a variety of fire and rescue equipment, including the Jaws of Life. It also provides lighting for nighttime operations and has a small area for firefighter rehab in case of a problem. And finally, the Brush Truck 142, a 2002 Chevrolet. It also carries 300 gallons of water. Champlain Fire Department. And finally, from the Champlain Fire Department, Staff Vehicle 148. This is a Ford, 2018 Ford F-150. It's used to transport personnel and equipment to and from incidents, training, and classes. It is also used for traffic control. Welcome and thank you for your service.
No candy for the judges' table, apparently. Oh, I got some coming on this side. There we go, Todd's underhanding it. No thank you, Sally. Thanks anyway. No thanks.
Next, Champlain Moores EMS. They proudly serve the communities of Champlain, Moores, and Rouse's Point with quality medical care and transport. Our roster, their roster of paid volunteer members answers 1,467 calls in 2022, almost 1,500 calls in the year. Divide that by 365 and see what you come up with. They're on pace to answer over 1,500 calls for 2003. The Board of Directors would like to thank all of our communities for their continued support. The first one, Squad 465, a 2019 Chevy Silverado. This vehicle serves as an all-purpose truck for calls. It is also outfitted for firefighter rehab to assist at fire calls throughout the northern tier. Squad 465 is being driven by EMS Captain Corey Thompson. Thank you, gentlemen.
Didn't look like Corey.
Next, EMS 461, a 2013 Horton ambulance. It serves as an advanced life support ambulance stationed in Champlain, driven by Bernie Savage.
I had a ride in this one Friday night.
Next, EMS 462, a 2020 Horton ambulance. It serves as an advanced life support ambulance station in Moore. It's being staffed by Dawn Boris and critical care tech Khaled Schneid.
Pretty sure that's the one that was in Champlain Friday night.
Finally, EMS 463, a 2019 Horton ambulance. It serves as an advanced life support ambulance stationed in Champlain. EMS 463 is driven by Diane Menard. The Norwood Brass Firemen. The Norwood Brass Firemen from Norwood, New York, are a community band that has been entertaining North Country residents since 1946. 1946. The band consists of volunteer musicians from across the state.
Started coming here thanks to Mr. Bob Morgan, who was one of the original members of this band, as I recall.
The average age of the membership is 25 plus years. This band has played in the Winter Olympics, the White House front lawn, and in inauguration parades in Washington, D.C., and here at our St. Mary's Bazaar and Parade for year in and year out. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks to Bob Morgan for getting that started many, many years ago, the late Bob Morgan. And that band will be playing in Norwood on the 20th of July. Unfortunately for us, 5 o'clock somewhere we'll be playing in Rouse's Point on the 20th of July, so we're going to be in Rouse's Point.
Next,
otherwise we would have been there.
Lions Club. Shazy Lions not just serve Shazy and West Shazy. Your Lions do eye screenings at Rouse's Point, Moores, Shazy, and the Northern Adirondack School. Also, any daycares in the area, Shazy Lions give scholarships to seniors at Northeastern Clinton, Northern Adirondack, and Shazy Central School. Shazy Lions also do diabetes education, classes, environment, childhood cancer, hunger, etc. Just go to their Facebook or call the town of Shazy to find out more.
And for the first time in years, many, many years, no parade in Shazy today. That's why they're able to be here. So no Shazy parade today. Usually it's the same time as St. Mary's. And for the past decade or so, that's where I have been. While Judy or my brother Sam or my wife Judy were covering this one. It's politician season.
And here we have our own John Zerlo, Clinton County Clerk. A very rare 1931 Ford, driven by his son John.
We got it. You'll get to her. Wait, just wait there.
He is accompanied by Hillary Rogers, who is running for family court judge of Clinton County. She's born and raised in Clinton County and currently serves as Chief Assistant Public Defender. Hillary's got experience working in the Attorney General's office, the Essex County DA's office, and ran her own private practice.
All right.
Family Court Matters. If elected, Hillary Rogers will be the first female judge ever to be elected countywide in Clinton County's history. Both Hillary and John would appreciate your support.
All right, next is Mr. Chad Deans.
Next, Chad Deans, current Clinton County Coroner. He's been working hard all year and all of his term for the people of the North Country and is looking forward to 4 more years. He has attended at least 300 deaths in the last year. Gives you an indication of the job that he has been doing. Also, on Chad's car is Clinton County Legislator Calvin Castine, who is up here with us, and they would appreciate your continued support.
Going out
Next
of business
is
sale
Dragoons
coming up.
Farm Equipment. This is Dragoons Farm Equipment 70th anniversary this year. We thank all our customers for their continued support, and we're so proud to serve the North Country.
They're selling their business. They're going to have a huge sale on June 23rd and June 24th. June 23rd and June 24th. June 23rd will be online only, and June 24th will be online and at their location in Moores. So the Dragoon family is giving up their ownership of Dragoons Farm Equipment since 1953. They've owned it, and Jack has decided to move on, and his sons Gary and Wayne will be joining him in some sort of retirement. And I think some of the family will remain working there, but they'll be under new ownership later on this year. So it's a sad thing to see these local businesses. I just found out yesterday Shazy Hardware has been sold, and they're still going to be operating in Rouse's Point, but they're under new ownership from Swanton. So it's always sad when the local people give up their ownership of these corporations and local businesses.
Who's the best? Stand up for NCS! 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 Cougar fans, help us fight! This time now, maroon and white! Maroon and white! Maroon and white! NCS! Maroon and white!
If you missed it, that's the NCCS cheering squad. They're from Northeastern Clinton Central School. This year's team was Section 7 varsity champions, and they're gearing up for their next season. Let's hear it for the NCCS cheering team.
Let's have a cheer for the cheering team. Whoop, whoop. Future cheerleader.
NCCS! Cougars!
All right, Cougar cheerleaders on a warm day in May 2023.
Thank you, ladies. Great job. Next, the Great Shazy River Memorial Post 1418 Veterans of Foreign Wars.
VFW Post 1418.
The Great Shazy Memorial Post, Great Shazy River Memorial Post 1418. VFW was chartered in March of 1971. All of these post members have served overseas during a time of war or conflict. If you cherish the freedom you have today, think of that. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your service to our country.
All right, VFW Post 1418. I can remember when Smiley Willett and a few others got together and helped create that post. A lot of hard work that went into it.
Next is a float by Live to Clean. Local advertising for the best interests of my children. Summer work is necessary for their future, and we are booked for 2 months already. Apparently that's not them.
Nope.
This is the Girl Scout Troop of 4310. Girl Scout Troop 4310, led by Troop Leader Lee. Always looking for new girls to join.
But will they clean your house? Apparently not. There were, I think, three that, at least three that were no-shows, and with the wind here, Jack's losing papers if he tries to keep them in front of him. Just looking for the others the other no-shows here with.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh well. We'll figure it out when they get here, I guess. Huh? If they ain't here. Okay. Next one. Okay.
Next, the Plattsburgh Aircraft Restoration Group, commonly known as PARG, not Park, PARG, P-A-R-G. The FB-111A that you see coming up is a one-of-a-kind, in fact the only one in the world, replica of the airplane stationed at Plattsburgh Air Force Base. Airplanes in the Clyde Lewis Park are being restored by PARG. This group was the 2019 winner of the Ionelli Award for top volunteers in Clinton County. The aircraft is piloted today by Lieutenant Davis, the United States Air Force, and assisting our members of PARG and the Plattsburgh Air Force Museum. All are veterans.
All right, great job. Well, the parade be without some bagpipers.
Next, the Elgin District Pipe Band. They perform Scottish bagpipe music in several parades from Montreal to Spoon Lake. Our players range from age 14 to 75. We are all proud to have members from both Canada and the United States. To salute women in service, we'd like to play the Bonnie Lass of Fyvie. Thank you, the Elgin District Pipe Band. Thank you for being with us for these many years. Next, the Rouse's Point Fire Department. Our neighbors and our neighbors in the fire service. First truck, ladder 309. Yes, now. It's a pumper, engine 305. Thank you for your service. Heavy rescue truck, 307. Thank you. And unit number 302. Next we have Brady Lloyd for County Clerk. Brady Lloyd has lived in Morris for over 24 years, where she and her husband Matt raised their son, Ben. Brady was elected town clerk, tax collector of Morris prior to becoming deputy commissioner at the Board of Elections. She continues to work with her parents and brother at WCHP radio station in Champlain. Brady's experience as a town clerk in Moores, as well as her time with the Board of Elections, have prepared her to be your next county clerk. She knows what it takes to work with state regulations and mandates while making fiscally conservative decisions to stay within budget. Once elected, Brandy Lloyd will be the first woman to serve as a county clerk in Clinton County history. Let's make history together. Vote Brandy Lloyd for county clerk this November.
Never turn down cheese from Cabot.
Next, the Moores Fire Department, Unit 256, is a 3,000-gallon pumper tanker with 2,000 gallons per minute pump, driven by Tony Taylor, our 2022 Fireman of the Year. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. Remember that can pump out.
And ladies.
To fill your bathtub 42 times in a minute.
I don't know if Rush Shazy is next, or I'm not sure who's next. No, I'll hang on to it.
Next, 01 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, Dale Hart Sr. tribute in his memory.
Monte Carlo.
And of course then, from Champlain Dunkin' Donuts, Champlain runs on Dunkin'.
All right. Have you had your Dunkin' Donut today?
Next, Boy Scout Troop 8042 and Cub Scout Pack 8041. Troop 42 and Pack 41 providing scouties to the NCCS school district area. For information on joining or community service, call Rick 518-593-9471.
I think the world needs more Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. So, all you people with youngsters out there, check it out.
And Boy Scout Troop 8042. Next is the Northeastern Clinton Central School Marching Band. It's making a comeback. The group is bringing back to life, bringing back the life that it once had in the 80s and 90s. These students have worked overtime to prepare the music for you today.
All right, nice to see
Let's
a
give them
marching
a big
band.
round of applause.
Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougar Marching Band. Nice to see a marching band once again. patriotic
give them a
tribute
big round of
here.
applause. Great job, youngsters. It's great to see you here in the St. Mary's Bazaar Parade, and I hope you'll come back again. You did a great job and a lot of hard work.
We got one more.
I got another
Great.
one.
Yeah.
All
Go
right.
to it.
Tell him, Allison.
Great. Nice job.
Cougar
Give them a
marching
nice
band.
round of applause. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
While we're waiting for the next unit, be sure, after the parade, to stop at our bazaar grounds, games, rides, etc., etc.
Food,
Booths, food,
Food.
support us.
Food.
Great day for the beginning of summer 2023. Next, Goss Chevrolet with the NCCS Prom. NCS Prom of 223 voted best friends Alex Cohn, Holly Visconti, Quinn Jolicoeur. The 2023, barely two out of the three.
Look
The
out.
2023 Black Widow Edition Silverado is compliments of Goss Chevrolet and is being driven by Brian Bessie. Thank you.
Be careful, girls, on the takeoff here. Look out.
Next, the American Red Cross T4 chapter. The American Red Cross, with its chapter office based in Morrisville, the Red Cross responds to approximately 70,000 disasters in the United States every year.
And they got lots of bubbles.
There are many positions to volunteer with the Red Cross, and they're recruiting new team members all the time.
Some dancers coming up, it looks like.
Next is the Morse Academy of Irish Dance. Morse Academy of Irish Dance is located in Plattsburgh, New York. It offers Irish dance classes to children ages 4 and older. If you have a child interested in trying Irish dance, Morse Academy is offering a free class on Saturday, June 3rd. Find us on social media for more information.
All right. So Irish dancers kicking up their heels there in front of the bandstand. A lot of high kicking going on here. Always fun watching young
Very
Irish
nice.
dancers.
Give them a big round of applause.
All right,
The
hold
Morse
on.
Irish dance class. Next we have our brothers in the fire service from across the lake, the Alberg, Vermont Fire Department.
All the way from the other side of the bridge, Alberg, Vermont. They'll have their parade on the 4th of July, and we hope to be there. And the Shriners are always represented.
Next, the Oriental Shriners Clowns. The Shriners represent 25 hospitals for orthopedic, burn, brittle bone disease, cleft palate care with no cost to the families. The fraternity is dedicated to the health of children. If you know of a child in need, please contact them. This is what they are there for.
Oops. All right, U.S. Customs is supposed to be next, but apparently they are busy protecting our borders. This is more with the Shriners
here. And the Norco Clowns, the Oriental Shriners, with their support of many children's hospital. Next.
Norco Clowns, all right, nice job, guys. They work hard.
From our south, brothers in the fire service, they're showing us today a brand new pumper just received on May 19th.
Yep.
They've only had it for about 2 weeks.
We were there, my wife and I, it's like Mike driving out. We were there when it arrived, and we saw the firefighters.
Those pumpers don't come cheap, John.
Firefighters out there inspecting it. We were over at the cattle barn getting some victuals, and we saw that across the road. In addition to whatever.
Now then, the trucks from Champlain Peterbilt. Champlain Peterbilt is your first full-service commercial truck service center. They're locally owned and operated by Carl Smith, and it's a full-service Peterbilt franchise dealership that can be contacted 24/7 with emergency repair and roadside assistance. We offer everything to keep you on the road and getting done. Service, parts, accessories, and sales.
Looks like the Smith
We
family.
have a new and used
Kim LePan in the front with her father, Carl
dump
Smith.
boxes, and our certified Allison transmission specialist.
Sally Smith in the back.
Stop in and see Jason in service, Danny in parts, or Norman in sales. The many options that are available to the new truck stop. Stop in and check us out at Champlain Peterbilt, 61 West Service Road in Champlain, or check us out in Facebook. We want to also remind you to save the date for November 4th for their turkey dinner at the VFW in Champlain. November 4th.
That's their big fundraiser every year. To raise money for Christmas presents. So they do a great job, the Smith family and their employees.
And we're
Carl
following
and
up
Sally and Kim.
with the Sheriff's Department once again, and the New York State Police.
Not to mention,
thank you for your participation, and thank you for your service.
Another
Now
Peterbilt
join
truck
us on
here,
the ground.
and that's what that
The
Angel Fund
judges
dinner is called. Sheriff's Department,
will be
State
doing
Police.
their balloting, and the announcements of the winners will be at 1:30 up on the ground near the ticket booth. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us
Sheriff's
for the
Department
54th St. Mary's
and
Bazaar
the New York
Parade.
State Police. We're going to close out with that, and when they did the thank yous at the beginning, I also wanted to throw in the name of Sam and Allison Blaine, who donated all of the Michigan sauce for the burger booth. They annually do that. Allison and Sam Blaine doing the Michigans for the burger barn at the Bazaar grounds. So Jack Dawson has been here on the microphone. Jack Dragoon wasn't here today. So we're going to wrap it up in beautiful downtown Champlain at the St. Mary's Bazaar Parade. We've been covering these since 1984, so this will be our 40th year. We started recording in June of 83, a little too late to get the 83 parade, but I'm not sure. Somewhere in our archives, if Bob Venn might have recorded it with his beta recorder, and we may have that on there also in the archives. I'm not certain on that. Well, we got all the others that have happened since then. Thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported hometown cable TV, worthy of your support. And of course, thank you for supporting the annual St. Mary's Bazaar.